Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Go ahead, buddy.
We are back to talk the Traitors. This is the Traitors US Season 3, Episode 4, right? I got it
Mm.
right. That's good. First try.
Yep.
Make sure you like and subscribe to your TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Not only your Traitors US coverage, we are currently covering Series 3 of Traitors UK. We just posted out a review of that. We also will have one tomorrow night for the Friday, January 17th episode. So make sure you're following along with that. The episodes are coming over to Peacock as well. So if you haven't started yet, and then you get started once they release, go back and check out our reviews. We did episode by episode, and so far I've really been enjoying UK.
Yeah.
Brian, US tonight was, I thought, a pretty good episode. I really liked the round table. I love Traitor versus Traitor action, and we had Bob, the drag queen, ultimately being sent home, being defeated by Boston Rob. And frankly, we can get into this, but I think it was fair game. I think Bob took the first shot.
Yeah, he did. I just think that I'm a little surprised that Boston Rob was so vocal in it. I thought he was gonna, like, he said in the confessional, I'm gonna lead people in that direction. And I thought Dylan, I guess because maybe Dylan wasn't speaking up as much. I just also don't have any faith in Danielle though. Like she's all bark and absolutely no bite
The amount of
whatsoever.
kicking and screaming that Danielle and Carolyn did to for that against that plan, and now apparently that's what next week's going to start with them complaining towards Rob. And I agree with you, man. Rob is breaking our cardinal rule of the traders. You can't speak up too early. And look, he was right, but he was so right now that we were
Yeah.
highlighting that West conversation. It's like, well, how do you know that so well? You're a trader, and guess what? Even if you're not, we don't want you to win anyway. It almost feels like Rob knows like he doesn't have a shot to actually win the show going in, and he wanted to like make some moments. Like that's the vibe I'm
And
getting.
I would be more scared of Wes than Danielle. Like Danielle's getting
Danielle's not a good
clocked by
trader.
Gabby. Danielle's getting clocked by like Bachelorette. I was thinking about this and I almost sent the tweet out. Bachelorette greater than Big Brother in Traders.
Gabby's been great.
Because Pilot P was good last season. Big Brother stinks. I mean, they stink in everything, man. They honestly, if you think about it, they stink in the challenge.
Facts.
Fessy, Josh, they stink in this show, and their show stinks.
Yeah, not big brother love for on the traders, and not a high level of skill being played there. I totally agree.
Mhm.
Uh, we could circle back obviously and just talk about kind of things that happened in the episode. We talked about them not being great traders right off the top bat. Danielle letting herself be heard by
Yeah,
Gabby inside the damn bookcase. Like, what are you doing?
yeah. I mean, we were worried. We talked. I think we briefly talked about that last week. It's bad gameplay. That's why they think they're the smartest people in the room. Even Derek, when he's having his confessionals, I don't even know this guy, but he's like, I just, they just all rub me the wrong way.
We had Jeremy, Nikki, and Sierra Bryan have to take part in the coffin game, right? So one of the three will be uh, eliminated. Turned out to be Jeremy. So again, too, another survivor target here. Two survivor players in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I like Jeremy, so that was a tough one. But
We had to see Carolyn cry, blaming Danielle. So this will be two times this episode she cries about the person who they decide to get rid of.
yeah, I just have no sympathy for them, honestly. Like, yeah, give me a break. It's a family. Give me fun.
Uh, some names besides obviously who we end up with Bob, but just some names of note that got thrown around. Nikki's name got thrown around. Wes kind of originated that idea. One,
Mhm.
because she was one of the people in the coffin, so people are now assuming that one of the people of the two had to have been a traitor. Also, the fact that she's a wrestler and a good performer, Wes throws that idea out there. He says it's just a hunch. I think he's just throwing a name out there to be active.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm just surprised. Like if they've said if you've been on the show or watched it, they all the traders even have these dialogues before they do it. You know what I mean? Like, so you should kind of have an idea that like what the game plan is. Like, no one even questioned it. Like, somebody brought it up once and they didn't even like discuss it at all. Like, oh, maybe it is a smoke screen.
No, it's true. It's true. There was an interesting twist with the challenge. There's 10 people get to be vulnerable and 10 people are going to get shielded. So it's going to limit the the pool here for this next murder. It was bringing up different stages of statues with different weights. It was more of a just a real big physical challenge. If your head got placed on one of the statues, you were safe. Some selfishness, nothing too crazy. Really no conflict that came out of it, and I was hoping there had been a little more conflict coming out of that.
Well, I think that's just where the Bob stuff stemmed from. He made that comment that didn't need to be named. You know what I mean? Again, just talking too much.
Yeah, Bob was doing that for. He was never going to make it all the way.
No.
Let's see. So the people that were are vulnerable. I mean, that right now that are vulnerable for murder. Sierra, Carolyn, which obviously not going to happen. Nikki, Robin, Ivar, Derek, Gabby, and Sam. So it's an interesting.
Is Sam even on the show? I mean,
Well, no, but they could be murdered.
like he had the hairband comment today, but like other than that, he's definitely got the least amount of confessionals. I'm worried that they're gonna murder Gabby. I really do. I don't want Gabby to
Gabby's
go.
been so good. She's had the best confessionals, best
Yeah.
one-liners. She's not the best player, but she is yeah, she's been right and wrong. I mean, remember, she early in the episode was thinking about like Bob and then got convinced away from it in like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I guess it's the charisma of some of these people. Um, I I hope she goes down on that Danielle. I'd love to see her take out Danielle. That would make me very happy. And just bring it up. Like I thought she was maybe even mention it. Like it would be really good if they got that both in there. And I think they could have. She needs to say it out loud to save her butt.
I'm interested to see if, based off the conversation that happens here with Rob, Carolyn, and Danielle, if Rob goes and just targets Danielle, right? Like he just like, okay, they don't like me. They're not going to help me. I need to get another one, right? I do honestly think I'm not sure if he just sits around if he's going to last very long.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, again, they try to trick you a lot. So I wonder if they're just trying to make because I don't think Danielle's done anything impressive so far. So her acting is terrible. Or so I think like he just could do the feelers again. Like he know like he just I think if he hears Gabby that theory from Gabby, I think he can run with that like he kind of did with Dylan.
It's true. That
Yeah,
is actually a really good point.
because that's what he kind of did that in Deal or No Deal Island last year. He kind of hitched that one guy and like kind of took the bullets for him. And
It's true.
he I mean he's tough to argue with. He doesn't say a lot, but like I did enjoy it. Gave me flashbacks of watching him on Survivor sometimes when he would get in like an argument with somebody. Like Bob, like again, talking loud means nothing. And just banging on the table and saying all this stuff, it doesn't people see right through that. Like that's why I think Rob, like I think he did a little bit too much convincing. Like he shouldn't have said like I know you are. He should have been like I was listening to Dylan. Like he could have thrown it on Dylan. You
I
know what I mean?
wish I wish Bob had been a faithful, frankly. I think
He
Bob
would
would
have
have
been
been
yeah,
a
he would
fun,
have been more
faithful
fun.
character, not having to be in the limelight. I think it would have been a lot of fun, frankly. I liked his speech. I swore to God, I don't believe in God.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
he would have
really
definitely
funny.
been because you want because you're. I just think he played not a great traitor, and same with Danielle. So I'm rooting for the faithful. But like I agree with you. I think if he was like witch hunting people, I think it would have been really good.
I would have really enjoyed Bob for
Hmm.
sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think overall, Brian, a good week. We will be back, like I said, guys, tomorrow night for Traitors UK. What was tonight's number, Brian? Was it
Today was 8, so
So
9:20.
episode 8 review, we out here in the morning. Episode 9 review tomorrow night, which will be Friday night. We will also be back tomorrow night. The Love Is Blind Germany season 1 finale. Brian and I may have a season where no one actually makes it through the altar. So we'll let you guys know. We'll make sure we put that out there on the socials. Let everyone know we may have a perfect season.
There
Uh,
is a reunion. I checked on Netflix. There is going to be a
Oh
reunion. It's on
God.
Sunday, dude.
Yeah, so we'll be back for the reunion then as well. Check out everything else we're reviewing. If you're into Bravo shows, Southern Charm, Southern Hospitality, into other shows of that nature, Brian's covering Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. We have Love Island All Stars started this week. We've had a review for the first 4 episodes. We will also be back tomorrow night and Sunday night with reviews. We will probably have our first dumping at that point. So
This point, please.
we're snail crawling there in this first week, but we will get there. Um, Plenty of other stuff. If you're into things like The Bachelor, we have that coming up. If you're into Survivor, that's coming next month. If you're into The Amazing Race, Farmer Wants a Wife, both coming in March. It's a ton of variety. So if you follow us, hit that notification bell. It really helps us out. Comment, Share with one of your friends. Let's see if we can get this over a 5K soon. That'd be pretty cool. But until next time, for myself and Brian, thank you so much for watching. Peace.